Okay, working on this video of the market recap on, let's see, Wednesday, May 13th, after the close of trading. Today I made several different trades. I didn't live trade today because I'm recovering from a flu bug, so I decided just to sim trade and not put myself in a position to lose because of sickness. So made trades in several different markets. Actually, you might notice that my screen here looks a little bit different. I've got the ES, TF, NQ, and CL all up here. So first of all, take a look at my trades in the ES. Mainly traded off of the 233 chart today, and excuse me, see pre-market. Yeah, let's zoom this in a little bit, or zoom it out. You can see that we're in a bit of an uptrend. Pre-market, we kind of hit this low here. Move this over. Hit this low here right after the close yesterday. Went up. What was that? 93 to just about 106. So yeah, that's about 13 points. Gave most of it back, and then took off right after the open this morning. We can see then first opportunity that I saw was on this retracement here. Created this line. As soon as we broke the line, I hopped into the trade and almost got to 2 points. I was in at 2104.50, wanted 2 points at 650. We got to 625. When it started coming back, I jumped out, took a point of profit. Same thing again, retracement here. As soon as we looked like we're going to break it, I hopped in, took off, and didn't quite make the same highs, and so I jumped out again for a point of profit, and it promptly started to sell off. It was really moving pretty slowly at this point. It looked like we were in a bit of a consolidation area where I just didn't want to even be trading anymore, so just sat, watched what happened. Got out of this trade about 6:49. It was here that it started to sell off, which was about 6:54, so about 5 minutes later. And this first retracement, I decided to give it a shot, since one of the trades I like to take is once it pokes through the outer band of the Keltner channel, I like to hop in and give a test trade at the 20 SMA, which I did here. Didn't work out. Promptly exited for a 3-tick loss. Again, drew my trend line. As soon as we were breaking that trend line, I got in short, and we're just holding that. I believe this line is the, let's see, what is that line? That is the prior day high. So this green line is a prior day high. We were kind of hitting this line as some resistance, so I just decided to exit for a tick of profit, which I'm glad I did, because that would have definitely would have been stopped out on this trade before it sold off again. Again, sold off, came back. We pierced the outer band of the Keltner channel, so my first opportunity to get in around the 20 SMA was here. Shorted it for a quick 2 points, and so at this point I was up 3.5 points. Kept watching for more opportunities. Didn't see a lot until here. looked like we had a bit of a reversal pattern, so I took a long. I did take about, I think about a point, yeah, a point of heat, which wasn't wasn't thrilled with. Just showed that my entry was a little bit off, but um, was able to hold through that and did get up to 2 points. I really was kind of hoping, and since I had a few points in my pocket already, I decided to hold this to see if I could get, 3 or 4 points. I was really looking to get back up to this 2102 level. It didn't, and rather than give it all back, I took another point of profit there. I could have had two, but it's all right. I didn't mind. So that was all of my ES trades. I took a trade in the TF as well. Over here, saw an opportunity and basically the same kind of trade. We pierced the outer band, came back to the 20 SMA, and I like to get a little bit deeper than the 20 SMA if I can, and so I did. It was a pretty good entry and promptly took 10 ticks, which in the TF is $100, so that was a good trade. Also took a trade or took a couple trades in oil. This was a little bit of a heartbreaker. One thing I really like about oil is that there usually at some point during the day starts to trend really well, and so I'm always kind of watching for it. Had this really nice sell-off here, but really no opportunity to take advantage of it. Started coming back. Thought maybe we were gonna trend. It didn't. I got in here and promptly took a 6 tick loss, which is $60. Sold off some more, took a short, and didn't quite make my 10 ticks on it. Started coming back, and rather than taking a loss, which I actually would not have because I was in at 79, so my 6 ticks would have been 85. We never got there, so I could have held and got my 10 ticks, but rather than take a loss, I just got out for 2 ticks. So didn't end up taking any other trades in oil, but I will show you. And actually, this is the 144 on the 233. This is actually the chart that I was trading off of today because it just seemed to be showing things a little bit better. So you can see my 6 tick loss here, my 2 ticks here, and then we started seeing some nice trends. Usually in oil, when I start, it's hard to know when it's trending until it's already trending, and then it can be too late. So you got to be a little bit aggressive. But I like to see it come back and be able to draw a trend line and then to see it respect that trend line. I usually won't get into it later, but this would have been a great entry right here. Could have easily got 10, 20, 30 ticks. This is the one that's the heartbreaker because I was watching it. I was ready to put an order in. We had this kind of line of resistance here at 61.10. Had this nice sell-off. Came back to the mid-band. I just decided not to because it just hovered here for a little bit too long. Usually want to see it take off, and sure enough it did. And then I just didn't really watch it. I kept my eye on it, but I don't like to get into these later in the trend, and it really was respecting the mid band coming down here, and there were a lot more opportunities to hop into this. But man, this is one where if you could have got in and just held, it got, this was at 61.10. got down to what 60.02, so that was easily $1. That's on one contract that's about $1,000. So that would have been a monster trade, but still learning, still get my confidence, and it's fun to see these things happen. It's fun to recognize them, and fun to learn from the mistakes and know that these opportunities exist. Let's see, NQ. I have never traded NQ before. Decided to start watching it. Read an article about NQ, and just kind of looking into some of these other markets. A few reasons why. I'm not going to get into that here in this video because I'm already going kind of long, but there are compelling reasons to watch the NQ and these other E-mini contracts, because they are pretty heavily traded, so there's not much risk of slippage, and it may even be a bit easier than trading the ES. So I watched the NQ, had an order to get in right here on this bar, saw this trend line up, it broke it with this nice reversal bar, tried to get in and didn't get filled, canceled my order. Probably should have held it because it would have easily got a nice couple points of profit. Maybe not, what, I'm still learning what so anyway, it's $5 a tick, and let's see, there's 5 points there. So anyway, it's more math than my sick brain can do right now, but I did end up taking another trade right here at the mid band, and more just a test trade. Got 1.5 points out of that, so that's fun. It's interesting to see these, and I probably will be placing more trades in these, as one market might not be offering anything, and so we'll look at the other markets to see what they offer. Hope your trading is going well.